Match found.
Welcome to Match Found, the Monday through Friday podcast where we talk about anything from unrated to the VCT, all while playing a single Swift play. I'm your host, Comedy, and today I will be solo queuing. So, it's a bit of a crazy topic today. It's about esports, as you can imagine, but there's an interesting twist that I'm finding out. So, a little bit of December last year, Disguised Toast decided he wanted to start a Valorant team. He decided that he wanted to build 5 pros, put them in a room, make them, I mean, in a house up in LA, make them play and see how far they could get. Well, turns out they won their 7 qualifier games in the open qualifier of like the Ascension bracket of the challengers, and actually made it into like the VCT. Now, after doing this, of course, the roster was itself very good and even included former pro Steel from 100 Thieves. They qualified, and then Charlie from Moist Critical and Ludwig both decided that, hey, maybe it's time to get our own team, and he announced that yesterday. It's called the Moist Moguls, and they went on to play their first match live, and it lost. It was a very, very, very close game, and basically the Moist Moguls got 12-8 on the first game at Fracture, and then blew a 4 lead to get overtaken on Fracture, and then lost their own pick the next map, which was Pearl. Now, there's nothing against these players. All of them seemed very, very good, very fantastic. That's just, the way that it happened. That's the way the cards fell, and they got, I believe, eliminated. I don't believe that they'll be playing anymore in the VCT lock-in. Not the VCT lock-in, in the VCT Ascension. So I believe they do have to wait until next year to requalify. But that being said, he did say that he was only hyped to make the team better. So we are going to be seeing more of the Moist Moguls. Now, he did kind of a clickbaity thing, or following the trend of what Disguised Toast did, saying, I spent $500,000 on a Valorant team. Now, that's what Disguised Toast did, and so now Ludwig and Charlie are both saying that they have spent $500,000. So I get up this morning, and it's March 1st right now, and yesterday, someone else said that they spent $500,000 on a team. So we're getting almost a trend now, and you'll never guess who it is. Now, they didn't successfully spend the $500,000. They were attempting to and are looking for a team. And for you, those of you who don't know, the way you buy a team is you find a roster of 5 players that you want, then you buy that roster in form of salary, bonuses, sponsorships, whatever, and then they brand as you. So originally they might be called Team A or Team Hay Bale, whatever they want to be. They qualify, then they sell, and they rebrand as the Moist Moguls, right? So this person is looking to buy a Valorant team, which will be the 3rd creator, or technically the 4th, since Charlie and Ludwig split it. And this is really interesting to me, the direction it's going, but I'm going to tell you who it is. And this, I think, is a big enough player in the industry to get 2, 3, 4 more teams going. And if this is the direction of esports, then I'm honestly hyped for it. I think it'll be amazing. Now, the person that is trying to buy the 3rd Valorant content creation team in less than a 4-month time span is XQC. Now, I'm just telling you, if Ludwig and Charlie have a Valorant team that's fighting Disguised Toast, that's fighting XQC's team the next day, that's fighting Dr. Lupo's team and then Ninja's team, right? That's fighting Mr. Beast's team and then Shroud's team. I mean, if this is where esports is going, then I think that the fan base could even increase, because we have all the people that are passionate about esports because they're passionate about esports, like myself and many other fans. And then we have all the people that are passionate about content creators, which is another big window. So I believe that this is a good direction for esports, and I think that we just flawless the round that we had no money. That's insane. Who was that? That was thanks to, it was the whole team. It was almost a team ace. I don't even think I got a kill. Well, this is such an interesting topic because the thing is, how much does the Valorant team cost? Not 500k. Disguised Toast made it work, okay? Players are very expensive. Some players can even cost up to a 500k, right? So they're paying their players 60k a year, which is decent. I mean, that's good. Now, these are tier 2 teams, so they're probably also providing really good opportunities for tier 2 players to show themselves, so it's probably a good environment. But now you have two teams and then almost a third team that are all providing the $60,000 wage, which makes you start to wonder, is this going to become industry standard for tier 2, or is this going to be industry standard for content creation? Did Disguised Toast just set the wage for every esports player that isn't a tier 1 player? And then what's the difference between tier 2 and tier 3? Because if you know, please let me know, because I'm starting to get confused here. It seems like, oh, they are going A. It seems like tier 1 is the top 25 players in the Ascension, but then everyone that would have been considered a tier 1 pro, everyone that played in the high VC champions and stuff, is considered too. So I think it feels like everything just kind of moved up. Like, for example, Shazam, who was very clearly a tier 1 player, is now playing for G2, which was a tier 1 team, but now is a tier 2 team, it seems. I don't understand the specifics on it, and I don't understand the salaries behind it, but it does seem like the tier 2 scene just got crazy bigger, like way more skill disparity in the tier 2 scene. Like, you have tier 1 players that are tier 2 with tier 3 players that are now only tier 2, and so it's like, I think it's going to be interesting, and I don't know if they're going to separate that out or if it's just going to be high dispersed skill games where you have like this weird dynamic where you have teams like G2 coming in and just stomping all over a team like the Hay Bales, which is a bunch of people that, which is not a real team, it's an example team that just want to, you know, try their best. They just like come out here, they're radiant, and then just G2 just destroys them because they have Dapper and Shazam. Alright, let's see if we can take care of Jet here. I want to stop for a second and focus on this game. Help my fellow players out.
Satisfying. My ult is ready.
That felt a little lucky. I don't think they're A main, but now I know they're not.
You should run.
Here we go. I'm honestly just gonna get detained here. I might be able to get a kill.
Launching smoke. Dim beacon down.
Ooh, I like the attempt there. That was actually crazy teamwork. He knew I was trying to go for what I was trying to go for.
Spike down.
Let's see what we can do here. Well, that's strange. That tells me that he's trying to go to the other side, right? Because we saw the omen. So I'm not going to get bamboozled by this. What the heck? Why did he grab the spike? My bad, I misread that. Wait for me, Reyna. Wait for me.
I'll find you. Marked one.
Let's scale here together. I like the way we're scaling, honestly. These Swift players seem to have really good teamwork.
Player standing.
Not bad. That was a good switching bait from Sova and Omen. But dang, the scaling between me and Reyna felt good until I over-aggressed there.
Switching sides.
So I guess my biggest question to you then is, well, I mean, a side question, is this a direction you want to see esports going? Are you excited or are you nervous? And then the big question I want to see you answer in the comments below is, if you could root for any team that was content created, doesn't even have to be a Valorant pro, doesn't even have to be someone who's in the Valorant space. If you could root for a content creator esports team, who would it be? What would the creator be? What would the name of the team be called? Who would you like to see on the team? If you could design your own team, I'm really curious.
Here.
You know, if it would be Mr. Beast's team that has net on it. You know, what are you wanting to see? Ooh, we got blinded here.
Marked one.
See if we can work some magic. I'm just gonna enter here. Ooh. Well, we got the entry.
For you. Reloading.
There's a gap in that wall. I might be able to take advantage of it. Ooh, I got healed. Oh, I want to get this pixel peek. I'm so close.
One enemy remaining.
Where is this guy? Oh, he's main. I don't want to overpeak that. I'm just gonna hide. I mean, I think we have this in the bag. I'll head stack with Rain here.
Reloading.
Nice.
Sweet dreams, asshole.
Let's go.
Where are you?
Alright, 2-3. That's all I had to talk about on the esports. If you're still here and want to hang around, the shows go as long as the episode. I mean, as long as the game goes. So I'm just gonna talk about the Swift play and try and do that. But as far as the news on the esports, that's all it is. As far as Twitter goes, Valorant has tweeted out 2 tweets now. The first one was a phone sitting at a side table, getting a bunch of tweets like, "We can't get a hold of him. Where is he? Is he coming?" And then them being like, "Nah, he's probably just sleeping." And then after, someone holding the phone and it's saying stuff like, "Remember to warm up, remember to practice." Now, I don't know what that is. It seems to me an agent. I imagine that there's an agent going to be revealed at the VCT lock, and it all kind of makes sense. It all kind of comes around the same time that there would be an agent tease or a reveal in 2 or 3 days. You know, they tweet out a couple things every day, and then they reveal the newest agent. That's what it feels like to me, and I'm really curious to see what that is. If you think I'm speculating wrong, do let me know what you think it is, or what you think it could be. But I just think, you know, 3 days away from the grand final. They've done it before with FaZe, where they teased a teaser trailer. I think it's very possible. Timing makes sense. All right, we got a little bit destroyed there, and we need to have a 3-round comeback here. Which, why you go solo and drop bomb? Yikes. Yeah, I think some of us are distracted. I'll take bomb though for you, buddy. I'll go with you. Who was it? Who was worried about bomb? Which is the Jet, so we'll just go with the Jet here. Let's see what you're up to. Ready to go? All right. I had to jump down. Here we go. Oh jeez, I'm getting spammed. Ooh, I'm gonna back off. I don't want to just lose the game by getting spammed. Alright, well we got her and it's 2v2. We have Jet. Let's go, Jet. I think we go. Yeah, I think we go B. Come on, Jet. Or even a late A. I'll just try and communicate this using pings. I'm gonna do a late A. This is risky because what if I get found out here, right? Kind of banking all on the fact that they're gonna expect that we rotated to B after the silence and then kind of get a free sight. Now, I don't know how it works in Swift play. I don't even know if this is a good assumption.
Where are you?
But we only have 32 seconds. And when we find Phoenix here, I'm
30
just gonna
seconds
go.
left.
We're just gonna go to B. Where Omen's waiting. Ooh, this is spooky. I don't know if I have time for this.
Last player standing.
Alright, well I know where both of them are and I can play
10
post plant
seconds
from
left.
here. I think because I'm at less health and it's disadvantage, I gotta push up here and get that first pick, which was a surprise. I think I can get a free pick here because I won't expect it. Ah, I moved way too slow there. Well, I thought that I could get in there and maybe do it. I think if I pushed up into the nook here, when the Phoenix jumped around, I could have got that first kill for free. But they peeked it well. Alright, you know the rules. When the match ends, the show ends. Thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. And, of course, I will see you tomorrow.
Defenders win.